Hi, I'm Chris Adams. Welcome to Guitar in Perfect Fourths Tuning number 35. 6 ways to play a 2-octave diminished triad arpeggio in one hand position in the first inversion. So in other videos, I've done the same thing from the root position, and future videos I'm going to do it from the second position. And in this one, we're doing diminished in the first inversion. I say position inversion at the same time. I should be saying inversion, first inversion. So by the end of this lesson, you're going to know 6 ways to play a 2-octave arpeggio in the diminished scale, the same notes in the same order. Diminished really only has 2 intervals. The minor third, it's built with 2 minor thirds, and the diminished fifth, which is symmetrical. Well, it's exactly half the octave. And so that's kind of interesting in a way. And your fingering is going to be you're going to be fingering the same intervals over and over again. And perfect fourths tuning, of course, makes this much easier. So there's links to the PDF and other cool stuff in the description below. Links to my website. I'm making a collection of these kind of things. Excuse me. So here it is. It looks kind of jumbly, but you see the pattern of the triads. I'm sorry, not the tritones going this way. You'll see that, and in other videos I've gone into greater detail about the diminished scale and diminished triad and its position all over the neck. But for here, we're just going to work on these 2-note. There's 2 notes on each string, and we're going to play through the pattern on the strings closer to the nut, and one at a time we're going to move them up. So that the notes we're talking about, we have on the 11th fret, we have the minor third. So the sound of the diminished triad is this. So this is the first inversion of the C. In this case, it will be B flat. It will sound as B flat because this guitar is tuned to D. So if you're following along, you can either move the frets or tune your guitar. Move your frets 2 down. I'm not using any open strings. So anyway, here's the notes. So we're going to start on the 11th fret and have the minor third. On the 14th fret, we have diminished fifth. We're going to find the diminished fifth up here. We're going to go up to the root. On the 15th fret, we're going to play the same root up here. On the 10th fret, then the third on the 13th fret. The same third, we're going to find it again on the 8th fret. And then we're going to go up to the diminished fifth. Find the diminished fifth. Same note up on the 6th fret on the 2nd string. Then we're going to go up to the root, the biggest reach between this. And then we're going to go to play the same root again on the top string. And we're going to finish with the minor third. Okay? So now we're going to go, this combines the triad inversions together. You'll see them going past, and there's a number of positions here where you're going to see them repeated. You're going to see the first inversion repeated, the second inversion repeated. If we were doing this on a 7-string guitar, you'd see more repeats. But we're not, so you won't. But if you do have a 7-string and you follow along, you say, oh yeah, that's what he was talking about. When you have the extra string, you're repeating the pattern an extra time. So these are going to be the exact same notes in the exact same order, but there's going to be 6 paths. And when you're playing the paths, you're going to end up covering all the different ways that you can play the triad on 2 strings, 2 or 3 strings. So there's 7 notes altogether, the 2 triads, 2 octaves of the triad, and then the final note for the last octave. So we're going to, for example, start here. We're going to go up an octave, and we're going to finish 1 note, octave plus 1. So, in each version of this pattern, we're going to we're going to play 1 note on the 2 notes on 1 string each time, and we're just going to keep moving the pattern up the neck down in pitch. Learning things this way is going to help you internalize the finger positions and the sounds that you hear. I'm publishing these in a reference to get this fingering and the sounds into your brain and into your fingers, so that when you watch a more advanced lesson, like a better player than me, like really shredding, you can say, aha, I know what he's doing, because that is the different diminished runs. So here we go. So this is the first version, where we're going to have two notes on the highest string. This one is, again, I'm tuned down to perfect fourths, so starting on the D, then we go in fourths. So let me see if I can do this. D, G, then G, C, then F, then B flat, then E flat. That's how it's tuned. So it should be C. Wait a minute. That's right. All right, so here we go. We're going to start on the 11th fret, then on the minor third, play the diminished fifth on the 9th fret, root on the 10th fret. Then we're going to shift over here, play the minor third on the 8th fret, 6th fret, root on the 7th fret, and we're going to go up and catch this note up here. And we're going to go back down, minor third, root, perfect, or diminished fifth, minor third, root, diminished fifth, whoops, minor third. And we'll notice we see the first inversion repeating. So this is the first inversion, and then we're going to go up an octave from this note to this note, and we're going to play here. It's an octave up. I like this shape. It gives you that diminished sound. It's very easy to hold. So it's kind of fun to kind of rip around on that, because it's very easy to hold it stable. So that's good. The next one, we're going to move the root from the first string to the second string. So this is what that looks like. We're going to start again on the 11th fret, minor third, minor third, diminished fifth, root, minor third, diminished fifth, root, minor third. Then back down, minor third, root on the 12th fret, diminished fifth on the 6th fret, then minor third on the 8th fret, root on the 10th fret. Let's see if I can do that. I have to keep training my hand. I broke my hand. I broke my finger in a mosh pit at a sugar concert when I was 53 years old. So don't do that at home. So I'm still using guitar to train my fingers, so your fingers will probably have a little bit more flexibility than this one. Anyway, back to the program. So, did we finish this one already? So we're gonna go up here, and then we're gonna go. So, oh yeah, here I was trying to hold this. That's hard for me. Might be less hard for you. So this is the root, third, fifth. These two stacked minor thirds. So that's how I encourage you to practice this. So to get it so you can play it, and you can make your riffs with just this shape and practice like. So you can discover your own patterns. So it's beyond the scope of this video and beyond my really qualifications to talk about how to use the diminished scale, but this is what it is. So now we're going to go down another string set. So now we're going to play 2 notes on the 3rd string. So we have the minor 3rd on the 11th, flatted 5th on the 9th, root on the 10th, minor 3rd on the 8th, flatted 5th on the 11th, root on the 12th, flatted 3rd on the 10th fret. Back down. Okay, and we see here, this is the maybe a little bit different to see because it's like that kind of triangle-y shape, but this is the second inversion of the diminished triad. So if we hear from the, so we have the flatted 5th, and we're going to repeat it up an octave. Okay. Next, we're going to move the note to the 4th string from the top. So we're going to go minor 3rd, 11th fret, 5th on the 9th fret, root on the 10th fret, minor 3rd on the 13th, then the 11th fret for the flatted 5th, root on the 12th fret, and 3rd up here on the 10th fret. Okay, we're not getting the. Oh, we are getting the. Losing it. So we're seeing the first inversion repeated here. So here's the flatted 3rd, flatted 5th, the root, and we're going to go up an octave from here. So, kind of one shape, really, doubled. Now we're going to go to 2 notes on the 5th string. This one we really don't have repeated notes, but here we go with a flatted 3rd, minor 3rd, flatted 5th, jump up here to the root on the 15th fret, the 3rd on the 13th fret, 5th on the 11th, root on the 12th, flatted 3rd on the 10th, then back down again, 10th, or minor 3rd, root, flatted 5th, minor 3rd, root, flatted 5th, flatted 3rd. And finally, we're going to do this on the 2 notes on the 6th string, starting on the flatted 3rd, the 5th, flatted 5th, the root, the flatted 3rd, flatted 5th, root, 3rd, back down again, 3rd, flatted 3rd, root, flatted 5th, flatted 3rd, root, flatted 5th, and flatted 3rd. And we'll see, we get the second inversion here again. So we're going to have here. So the same shape. So here's your second inversion here. And we have the second inversion here. An octave lower. So a lot less to memorize with the perfect fourths system than the cage system. So here it is again in its completed form. I'll have it in one of the PDFs that are going to be available, so you can study it at home, print it out. Thanks for watching. These are my books, 2 of my books. The first one is more about transitioning, how to transition from caged thinking mindset to perfect fourths. The second book is all about triads. If you get the complete version, it's a nice thick book, and all about triads and how to play them all kinds of ways. And here is my website where I have all my stuff. I'm eventually going to learn how to point backwards to the camera. So there's links to the PDFs, links to my books, links to other projects that I do is here. Thanks for sticking around, and have a great day.